Welcome back to Cozy English Corner. I am your host, Alex. Outside our studio today, it is doing that classic Columbus, Ohio thing where it cannot decide if it is winter or spring. We have a mix of freezing rain and gray skies. It is the kind of weather that makes you want to stay inside, reflect on your life, and maybe face some uncomfortable truths. And joining me today to do exactly that is Clara.
Thank you for having me, Alex. It really is miserable out there. The drive down High Street was completely covered in mud and slush.
I appreciate you making the trip. Clara, you are an intensive care nurse at the Ohio State University Medical Center. You work long, exhausting shifts. How are you holding up right now?
I am managing, but honestly, I am very tired. When you work in the ICU, you see how fragile life is every single day. It changes how you look at your own choices.
That actually brings us directly to our topic today. In English, the way we talk about our wishes and our regrets reveals exactly how much pain we are carrying. Today, we are looking at two specific phrases, I wish I did and I wish I had done.
They sound very similar on the surface, but I have a feeling you are going to tell me they live in completely different emotional worlds.
Exactly. One is like a light daydream about your life right now. The other is like carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks from your past. Let us start with the daydream. I wish plus the past simple tense.
Wait, really? You use the past tense to talk about a daydream right now?
I know it sounds strange to English learners, but in this case, the past tense does not mean the past. It is simply a signal. It tells the listener, I am imagining something that is not real right now.
I understand. So if I look at my exhausting schedule, I could say, I wish I slept more. I am using the past tense, slept, but I am talking about my reality today.
Perfect. You do not sleep enough right now, and you want that present reality to change. It is a gentle dissatisfaction. Give me another example from your life.
I wish I lived closer to my parents. They are out in California, and as they get older, the distance feels terrifying. I wish I could just drive over and have coffee with them on a Sunday morning.
That makes complete sense. I wish I lived closer. You are acknowledging your current situation. There is a gap between your real life and your wish. But because it is in the present, there is still a small bit of hope. You could technically move to California tomorrow.
That is true. The door is not permanently closed. I just feel stuck right now.
Now, let us turn to the heavier side. The backpack full of rocks. I wish I had done something. This uses wish, plus the past perfect tense.
How is the feeling different here?
This is for the unchangeable past. Something already happened. The door is locked and you cannot go back, no matter how much it hurts. It is pure regret.
Oh, I feel that in my chest immediately. It is much heavier.
Do you have an example like this? A moment in your past where you wish you had made a different choice?
Yes. Before my grandmother passed away last year, her mind started fading from dementia. There was one weekend my family told me she was having a really clear, good day. They told me to come over.
But you were working?
I had picked up an extra shift at the hospital because I wanted to save money for a down payment on a house. I told myself I would visit her the next weekend. By the next weekend, she did not remember who I was.
I am so deeply sorry, Clara. That is an incredibly heavy burden to carry.
So, grammatically, I would say, I wish I had gone to see her.
Yes, I wish I had gone. You add the word had to push the action back into a closed, unchangeable past. You did not go. That weekend is over. That reality is frozen forever.
It feels like a physical ache in my stomach just saying that sentence out loud. Why does regret hurt so much physically?
It is actually not just in your imagination. There is a scientific reason for that. Studies in neuroscience show that the brain processes deep regret in a region called the anterior cingulate cortex.
I know that area of the brain from medical school. That is the exact same region that processes physical pain.
Exactly. When you say, I wish I had gone, your brain is literally experiencing it as a physical injury. And there is something else called the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains are hardwired to remember incomplete tasks or missed opportunities far more strongly than things we actually finished.
That explains why the shift I actually worked that day is completely forgotten. But the visit I missed plays in my head like a movie on repeat.
That is the perfect description. Now, I want to show you the flip side. Sometimes we do not regret missing something. Sometimes we regret an action we actually took. The structure is, I wish I had not done something.
So, regretting a decision you made, can you give me a simple example first?
Sure. Let us say you went out to an expensive restaurant here in the short north, and you spent $200 on a meal that tasted terrible. You would say, I wish I had not spent that money.
That makes sense. I did spend the money, and now my reality is worse because of it. What about a deeper example?
Think about your own life, Clara. Is there a choice you made, a path you took, where you now look back and say, I wish I had not done that?
Yes. A few years ago, I was incredibly stressed from the hospital. I was dating a really wonderful man, but I was so exhausted all the time, I became very cold and pushed him away entirely.
You pushed him away because you had nothing left to give emotionally.
Exactly. I ended the relationship. Now I see pictures of him married, living a beautiful life, and I realize he was trying to support me. I wish I had not pushed him away. I wish I had not been so afraid to lean on him.
You just used two past perfect sentences flawlessly. I wish I had not pushed him away. It is an action you took, but you want to undo it. And I wish I had not been so afraid. Those are heavy rocks to carry.
It is fascinating how learning the grammar suddenly gives me a structure to understand my own emotions. The present wishes feel soft, almost hopeful. The past regrets feel like a wall I keep walking into.
That is the beauty of language. When you learn standard English properly, you are not just memorizing rules. You are learning how to map the human heart. Now, I have to introduce you to an emotional upgrade. What if I wish does not feel strong enough?
Is there a stronger way to say it?
Yes. When the regret is tearing you apart inside, you replace I wish with two words. If only.
If only. So the grammar stays exactly the same?
Exactly the same, but it sounds much more dramatic. It is the movie version of regret. Try saying your sentence about your grandmother again, but use if only.
If only I had gone to see her.
How does that feel in your chest compared to I wish?
It feels desperate. It feels like I am standing in the rain, begging for time to go backwards, even though I know it cannot.
That is the exact power of if only. We use it when the weight is simply too heavy for I wish. You can also use it for present daydreams. If only I slept more, or if only I lived closer to my family.
It really highlights the desperation. It is like saying, my entire life would be fixed if just this one specific thing were different.
Let us clear up one common mistake before we continue. Sometimes I hear my English students say, I wish I had lived closer to my family. They use would instead of the past simple tense.
Is that wrong? It sounds almost correct to me.
It is a very common trap. In standard US English, we do not use I wish I would for personal situations. I wish someone would is only used when you are annoyed by another person's behavior and want them to change.
Like, I wish the hospital administration would hire more nurses. I am annoyed by them, and I want them to change.
Perfect example. You cannot say, I wish I would have more money. You must say, I wish I had more money. You use the past tense had for your present reality.
I wish I had a less stressful job. I wish my patients did not suffer so much. I wish I lived closer to my parents.
Exactly. All present wishes, all using past simple verbs. Now, let us jump back to the past regrets. There is another phrase we need to discuss. Looking back.
That implies time has passed. And you are evaluating things with more maturity, right?
Yes. Looking back, I wish I had traveled more. It shows that you did not realize the mistake in the moment. You only feel the regret now with older, wiser eyes.
Looking back, I wish I had taken better care of my own mental health in my 20s. I spent so much time proving I was tough enough for the ICU.
That is incredibly common in the medical field. The culture rewards self-sacrifice. You survive the trauma by shutting your emotions down, and you only realize the cost years later.
Yes, and then you wake up at 35 in Columbus, Ohio, staring at the snow outside, realizing you are exhausted and alone.
That is a powerful image. But here is the thing about I wish I had done. The door to the past is closed, but the door to the present is still open. Your present wishes tell you what you need to change today.
I never thought about it like that. So I wish I slept more is actually an instruction. It is my mind telling me I need to adjust my schedule now before it becomes a past regret.
Exactly. You learn from the heavy backpack of the past perfect so you can lighten the load of the present tense. Let us review the key structures we covered today so our listeners can practice.
I am ready. I will never forget these rules now simply because I feel them.
Rule number 1, present wishes. To talk about wanting your life to be different right now, use I wish plus the past simple tense. Example, I wish I had more free time.
Rule number 2, past regrets. To talk about an unchangeable event in the past, use I wish plus the past perfect tense. Example, I wish I had gone to see her.
Rule number 3, regretting an action. If you did something and you want to undo it, use I wish I had not plus the past participle. Example, I wish I had not pushed him away.
And rule number 4, the emotional upgrade. If the regret is overwhelming, replace I wish with if only. Example, if only I had known.
You mastered it perfectly. Clara, thank you for being so honest today. It is not easy to sit in a studio and share your heaviest rocks with strangers.
Thank you, Alex. Honestly, talking about it helps. It takes a bit of the weight off. I am going to leave the studio, get in my car, and try not to carry so many rocks tomorrow.
I hope you have a safe drive home in this Columbus sleet. For our listeners at home, I have a question for you. Think carefully about your life right now. Do you have more present wishes, or do you have more past regrets? Please leave a comment and tell us, what is one thing you wish you had done differently? We read every single comment because your stories matter. Language is just the tool we use to connect our experiences. If this lesson helped you understand the grammar of regret, please subscribe to Cozy English Corner. It helps us keep creating these deep conversations for you. Stay warm, take care of yourselves, and remember to act on your present wishes before they become past regrets. I will see you in the next episode.